Hello, my name is Mark Burdett, General Manager of the Valley Entrepreneurial League System. You're about to see a video of entrepreneurs who are participating in the Entrepreneurial League System. The Entrepreneurial League System is designed to help entrepreneurs develop their skills and build successful companies in a way that is similar to the farm system in baseball. Entrepreneurs build their skills as they move up the league ladder. Here's what the entrepreneurs have to say about their experiences over the first 6 months in the system.
In the last 3 months with ELS, I have accomplished more, learned more, and felt better about myself and my business. They are helping me to become the entrepreneur I've always wanted to be. I have stayed focused. I have finished many tasks that have been left undone and made myself accountable to myself and to them.
You guys knocked my socks off. This is really super. And I'll tell you, I would have killed back in this, the mid 70s to be able to come to a group and talk to people who's actually, done these things. I wouldn't have had to have made so many mistakes over the years, and I've made a few of them. The best thing to me about ELS, to be very honest, is to be here with you guys, because to hear speeches like Bill, and the way you speak, man, you are great. You ought to be a motivational speaker up here and be beaming it on the satellite or something.
When I had my first meeting with Matt, my coach, and having been fired 3 times, I feel like I am not very manageable, but I hope Matt will back me up on this. I am somewhat coachable. He said every small business owner wants to be successful, and depending on who you just talked to on the phone, you have a varying degree of confidence that you will be successful. He asked me, what's it going to look like when you get there? Which is something, when you're in the trenches, working every day to grow a company, and cash flow is the driving concern. Looking 3 to 5 years out is something that's very difficult to do. So he has been very helpful in the program and helping me establish exactly what it's going to look like. Whether it's helping me understand what my management style is, what motivates the people I'm going to have to hire, the realization that those people and I may not see eye to eye too often, and they're going to be just as unmanageable as I once was. Understanding where our business fits in the marketplace. It makes perfect sense to me because it's mine. For somebody who's not familiar with sponsorship marketing, it took a while to explain to my team members what we do. So educating the marketplace is something that what I consider my informal board of directors, and which are my team members, week in and week out, I've been able to explain to them what we do, and it's helped the company explain what we do to our prospects and our clients. All of that falls under the umbrella of what Matt says: you work more on your business, less in your business.
What are the traits of a successful entrepreneur based on the people I work with? Well, personality, it's hard to find a pattern. Some are manic, some are depressive, some are both. Those are the hard ones to represent. The manic ones I can handle, the depressive ones. But they are tenacious. They are willing to, they're like kids with video games. They don't mind making mistakes and having to start all over. For every one good idea, there are 10 bad ideas, but they work their way through it. They take risks, but they take realistic risks. But most importantly, one other thing that I'll say most importantly, they know how to use their professional advisors well. Whether it's a lawyer, an accountant, they figured out how to get the maximum value. But one thing that runs through all these folks who were in their 50s, where there were really entrepreneurism wasn't taught, was that somewhere along the way there was a mentor. There was somebody who took them under their wing. Nothing as formalized as this. And it is so wonderful to see that instead of just being lucky enough to run into somebody, that there is a a program in place that is really going to nurture people. I don't think that any system can make somebody who just shouldn't be an entrepreneur a good entrepreneur.
I'm finally going to do it right. I'm not going to pour money down a rat hole, which some of you may learn that you will do. You have to detach emotionally and not think that your idea is you, but that your business is you. There's a difference. Sometimes we hold on to things and we keep pouring money in. I just want, it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen tomorrow, and sometimes it just doesn't happen tomorrow. And I will tell you folks, when the plates begin to crash, the one thing you really need is not a banker saying your notes due, not your accountant saying, you dumbhead, you didn't listen to me. You need a support system that says, all right, let's take a look at what's capable, let's see what's going to happen, and let's move us on to the future. Double A's, or those of us that have been in the business and seen it, go away. Some of you haven't experienced your first setbacks yet. I will tell you that it does make you stronger, but it also makes you crazier, because it's really, really hard when your spouse looks at you and says, what have you done to us? When you look inside your own soul and you say, what have you done to yourself? And are you as much full of crap as you now feel you are? And you lose the vision. The neatest thing is when you have somebody come up to you and say, wait a second, now you come back. You've been in a slump, your swing's wrong, maybe you need to wear glasses like on Major League with the machine how to get glasses. Maybe you just got to do something different. But we are different. We say the words, I think I can, I think I can, I know I can, I know I can. The little engine that could is the big entrepreneur that can. We see what others can't see. We're usually ahead of our time. For me, the challenge is to stay focused, to not put resources into things that won't pay off, to accept the fact that I may not be able to do things the way I want to, and not be defensive about suggestions, because I've been at this so long that most of you all can come up and I'll sit and say to you, been there, done that, been there, done that. And I had Greg and Mark get me to the point that I went, damn, I don't know. It's the first time in my adult entrepreneur career or my adolescent entrepreneur career that I had no answer.
The biggest thing that has helped me through ELS, though, and I'm really excited about ELS, is, and I've told Matt this before, weekly meetings with a job coach have been tremendously beneficial to me because it causes me to focus. The obstacles that I face now, some of my biggest challenges and the biggest challenge, I told Matt, my job coach, this a couple of weeks ago, is I finally figured out that we are no longer a cleaning company, but we're a hiring company. And that has been my biggest challenge. And that is also one of the areas that I think ELS is starting to help me the most, is to focus on what's really important in building your business. And in my case, what's really important is to create a culture within Dirtbusters that we become the preferred employer in the markets that we serve. If we do that, then the cleaning part is easy.
We got to the point where we started our company, we got a loan, and we were just going along, and then we met Mark, and he asked us to join ELS. And then once we started ELS and met with Matt and the group, I guess when we really decided, it turned our whole company and our lives around. Because we basically went from not being dedicated, not being focused, to being focused and being dedicated with our weekly meetings with Matt, with our monthly meetings with the group. You get encouragement, you get ideas, you get all kinds of assistance. I mean, it has really, really changed the way we do our business.
One of the next things I learned from the folks at ELS is I'm in the business of managing data, not environmental data. I've got 13 years in the environmental industry, so naturally that's what I focused on in the past and have thought about. But they've helped me to realize that I can do what I do in any market. Each month when I sit down with my fellow warriors, not only do I get good, logical, practical advice from other people that are in the trenches right next to me, but you get a lot of psychological and emotional support that is really invaluable. So, as far as I'm concerned, around here, and you can use this if you want, Mark. Small business, if you're going to fly small business, ELS is the only way to go.